Hey guys, Richard here with Alien Bros. Hope you're all doing well. So before I get into the main topic of this video, I just want to do a quick recap of some of the amazing things that have happened in the last few months of 2017, coming into 2018, and where we may be heading as a society in the future, and then share some awesome UFO sightings with you guys. But stick around after that, because there is an end topic that will blow your mind, that much I promise you. So for the 2017 recap, first there was the debunking of Tabby's star, which we questioned the validity of in one of my past videos. If you haven't heard about Tabby's star yet, its actual scientific name is KIC 8462852 and is located 1280 light years from Earth. This star was special because it presented scientists with the possibility that an alien megastructure or Dyson sphere may have been built around the star to siphon its energy. This was because Tabby's star was dimming as much as 22%, and scientists could not explain why. A new hypothesis was given in October of 2017 that Tabby's star was being orbited by a massive dust cloud, which I had thought at the time was their official explanation for it. But apparently it wasn't, even though the news agencies reported on it in a way that made it seem as such. There is also still another possible alien megastructure in a different part of space, and this one still actually has not been explained away yet, and if you ask me, it didn't get nearly the amount of press coverage that it deserved. It was a topic of conversation for a brief period in 2017, when 15 fast radio bursts were detected from it. I am specifically referring to FRB 121102, which scientists are still baffled by, and do not seem to be explaining away anytime soon. The exact location of where these bursts are coming from is unknown, but the general distance is about 300 billion light years from Earth. And the only real explanation that Harvard scientists have been able to come up with is the possibility of a massive alien probe 2 times the size of Earth flying in the general vicinity. These radio bursts are coming from the same region, however the source of them moves every time that they are detected, which has caused them to believe they could be some form of giant alien probe or ship, and this is just one example of some of the strange things going on in space. We have found plenty of strange anomalies out there, and plenty of NASA censorship as well. Now I am sure you guys remember back a couple of months ago in October we had discovered the first alien object in modern history to have ever entered our solar system. This was at first thought to be a rock, but the speed, unusual pencil shape, and the unusual metal composition of the object had many astronomers thinking that this could possibly be an alien ship or satellite. Scientists said that if it were some sort of ship, that its occupants could have been in some sort of stasis for the journey, and this had me wondering, and I brought this up in the video I did on this alien object a few videos back, if this object could have been like the mysterious Black Knight satellite that orbits our own planet. For those of you who haven't heard of the Black Knight satellite, I would suggest going back and watching that video as I explain the satellite and its history in great detail. Then last month, we had the release of the Pentagon's UFO footage by Luis Elizondo, along with the information on the Pentagon's Black Project UFO research program, and the pilot that took the footage coming out, David Fravor, and saying on Fox News that the footage was authentic. Even stranger is that the Department of Defense actually claimed the footage as being real, and even stranger and more disheartening is the statements of David Fravor, where he urged the world leaders to take the threat of UFOs and extraterrestrials visiting Earth seriously. I don't think I need to tell you guys this, but 2017 was an amazing year for the UFO community, but I think it will be nothing compared to what we will find out in 2018. I think this is only the beginning of something, and I have seen many of you guys feel the same way. You have all put forth some great theories, and I want to clear up one piece of information with the Pentagon footage that many people seem to be misunderstanding. The footage he shared with us was not a planned release from the Pentagon. Luis Elizondo only released the footage for one reason, and that was his greed and own personal gain. He had originally told the Department of Defense apparently that he wanted the footage so that he could train pilots, not because they're ready to give it to the public. At least, that is what the news sources have said about it. Although I have a few questions about the situation that conflict that. If the footage was top secret, then why wasn't he treated like Edward Snowden and charged with espionage or treason? Why did the Pentagon simply accept it instead of trying to cover it up? And after 70 years of this phenomenon, they've only covered it up. They could have just as easily said the tape was a hoax like the Defense Intelligence Agency tried to say, but instead the Department of Defense argued against the Department of Intelligence and made sure that everyone knew the tape actually did come from the Pentagon. What is their end goal here? A lot of theories on what their end goal is have been tossed around, but the only real evidence that we have to back any of them up is the money involved. The Pentagon obviously tried to use this program to explain away some of the missing money that they claim to have lost, even though the amount of money that this program cost was laughable when compared to the trillions of dollars that they supposedly lost to accounting errors, when we all know it went to more serious black projects. this whole release of the tape is just as laughable. They have so much more information than they're letting on, and to be honest, I'm more concerned with the metals that Robert Bigelow is supposedly housing in his lab in Las Vegas. I would like to know why they told us about them, and why Robert Bigelow has been silent this entire time. Have you guys noticed that? Why hasn't Robert Bigelow said a single word about it, even though all of us have been asking about it? People are filing Freedom of Information Act requests when in reality we should be going to Bigelow Aerospace and demanding he gives us an explanation. Bigelow Aerospace is a company and they need money to function. The public has far more control over a company than we do the government, because a company can fail far easier and faster than a government can. I won't go into it any further than that, but I will say that you guys should definitely take that into consideration next time you consider staying in one of Bigelow's hotels. As far as the government goes, we know that they know a lot more than they admit to knowing, and that's all I'll say about that. 2017 was indeed a crazy year, and I think we're all stepping in the right direction. Now, moving on, I have a couple of UFO sightings to share with you guys. The first one I want to share with you is one that comes from our friend Travis Van Gaal, and we have mentioned him on the channel before. He's a great guy, and he posts some great stuff on his channel. He's new to the whole YouTube thing, but you guys should definitely check out some of his videos. His channel link will be down in the video description. Now, Travis has been watching the Soho now daily for 6 months now, and he has sent me something over that he has never seen on Soho images before. If you don't know what the Soho is, it is short for the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory. It is used to do a 24/7 live feed of the sun. Travis has sent me an image from it that appears to show an object around the sun with an odd shape to it. You are looking at that image now, and the object appears a sort of slightly curved line in the lower left of the image. I will show you the image now with the object circled so that you can see what I'm talking about if you haven't already located it. I have a couple of ideas as to what this object could be, but I will only be telling you guys my main theory, and then I'll let you guys form your own opinions on it. I think this object could possibly be an alien ship using the sun's gravity to slingshot itself. This would explain the curvature of the object, and scientists have said that using the gravity of stars would be an efficient means of travel. This is all my own theory and my own opinion though, and I want to hear what you guys think it could be. It is definitely strange, that much I can say for sure. Alright, now moving on, this next UFO sighting comes from our friend UFO Man. We've shared him on the channel multiple times. Great guy, great channel, link in the description, go throw him a sub. And he had originally shared it for Michael Vincent, and his channel is called The Underbelly 2.0. Go check him out as well. Both links will be down in the description. And I knew that I had to share this because it is a perfect example of the strange stuff that has been going on over Florida. Now, as many of you know by now, I live in Florida, and there has been a lot of strange activity going on here. This sighting was witnessed by multiple different people all over Florida, and I'm going to go ahead and play the video for you guys now and let you see for yourselves. Now, check out this footage.
Hello, mi gente. My own UFO encounter. It's crazy, though. I'm looking up in the sky. I'm not going to tell you where I'm at, but aquí, I'm watching lights in the sky though, and they're not, it's kind of weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't know, about 12. Oh, they disappeared. Ain't that some
How that just moved away?
Yeah, they just disappeared. They were just there and I recorded it. Check it out. They were up in the sky just now, and it happened to have disappeared. It was about 11 or 12 lights and they're gone. All right. 2018. It was just sitting there. I have a few witnesses out here, but I guess so.
Yeah, so this is one of those awesome UFO sightings that truly hasn't received the attention that it deserves. This was captured on January 1st this month at 2:55 a.m., and it reminds me a lot of the Phoenix Lights. The amount of people that saw and recorded this from different locations means that if this was a hoax, then whoever did it did one amazing job. I truly have no idea what these lights could be, and the way that they just vanished was definitely well beyond the capabilities of any aircraft that I know of. What do you guys think? I want to know what you guys feel that these lights could have been. Also, in this case, I would like you guys to share this with as many people as possible in an attempt to find out if anyone else caught footage of this. The reason being is that the more people that come forward with footage of this, the more likely we are to receive an answer. Give them our email, or if you're in Florida yourself and have footage, then please get in touch with us. We can work together on finding out what this was. There has been no official explanation yet, and to be quite honest, after the release of the Pentagon UFO, I am curious to see how the government handles a sighting seen by multiple people. Will they cover it up, or will they admit it and say they don't know what it is? I'm curious to find out. And now I have one more piece of footage from UFO Man to show you guys, and this one I found intriguing because the people that recorded it shined lasers at the craft, and they got a response out of it. So I'll go ahead and play the footage for you, and we can talk more on it afterwards. This footage was filmed on July 1st of 2014 over Agnes Water, Australia, and I found it interesting that whatever they filmed was actually reacting to the lasers. Now, our friend Joey Franco over at UFO Hunter does this sort of thing all the time whenever he films a UFO in an attempt to get a response out of it. He hasn't been doing it as much lately, though, for reasons that I won't get into. However, I would like to tell you guys now that I am in no way telling you guys to go shine lasers at UFOs. There is a whole multitude of reasons as to why that is a bad idea. I have no idea what exactly it was that was caught on this video, but what I do know is that shining lasers at an aircraft is a federal offense in the United States, and if you think there is a possibility that the craft is anything conventional, like a plane or a helicopter, then shining lasers at it is a horrible idea. It may also be unwise to shine one at an actual UFO, because if it is by chance under ET control, then you are pretty much antagonizing them and trying to get them to respond and do something to you that you don't want to probably have happen. So I don't recommend that. However, in the case of this footage, it is rather intriguing, and I wanted to see what you guys thought about it, so go ahead and leave your thoughts on it down in the comments. I'm not saying that what was filmed was for sure extraterrestrial, I really don't know for sure, but it is definitely interesting, so I figured it was worth sharing with all of you. Alright, so I have one last piece of UFO footage to share with you guys, and this one comes courtesy of our friend Joey Franco over at UFO Hunter, whom I mentioned about 5 seconds ago. This was shot in thermal, and he does this because the UFOs are cloaked in the sky over his house, and they are invisible to the human eye, which they are most of the time. And the thermal, however, lets us see the UFOs despite this, and we can be 100% positive that there is something there because of it. Joey captures this stuff all the time, and he has a great channel, and the original video and a link to his channel will be down in the description. The objects displayed in black are giving off heat, and the light shades of white and gray are giving off little to no heat. Now, go ahead and check out this clip, and we will examine it together afterwards.
Oh, there's one right there. Oh, you see that? Come back, please. Please come back. I'm not scared. Don't go away. Please come back. Oh, it shot over that way. Did you see the turn it took? It shot real sharp to the left. I don't know where it went, but it's still here. Wow, that was exciting. They're here. They're waiting for me. Ah, please, come on, let me see you guys. Please talk to me. There it is. It's right there. It's not a plane. That's the same thing I was just filming. I'm trying to be as still as I can, but these are good ones to take the shake out of. See the way they move erratic? There's somebody put a thing on about Bob Lazar, and it shows these things how erratic they move, and it's because when they move slow, these things aren't meant to move slow. They jerk around, jerky. It's coming back. Please come back. I want to meet you. Nobody else is here, it's just me and you. Please come back. I'm not trying to scare you away with the laser. It's coming back, you guys. It's definitely coming back. I've made contact with another one. Something told me to come out here tonight. Maybe these things are trying to save us from ourselves, because I'm not scared of them. I want to document this for the world. It's not over me yet, but it's getting there. It's coming. It reacted. Please don't go. I wish I could concentrate. I don't do mental telepathy very well. Please come back. I love Jesus. I love my daughter. I feel nothing but love in my heart. It's coming back. Please come back. I'm not scared of you. I want to be friends. Please come back. Please.
I like this footage because of the amount of time that this UFO spent hovering in one spot. This whole video was actually way too long to include in this video, so I recommend you guys go to Joey's channel after and check out that video once this video is done, because whatever this thing is that he filmed hovered over him for quite a long time, and it rules out a lot of stuff in regards to what this thing could be. I will say it is definitely weird. Let me know what you guys think, and remember to show Joey some love and throw him a sub if you like the video he caught. He lives in a UFO hotspot and he skywatches daily, so he posts these sorts of findings all the time. He was even featured on Secure Team 10's channel more than once and is an awesome person. Remember to let us know what you guys think it could be down in the comments. Now, the last thing that I want to share with you guys is something that I honestly found hilarious. So, there is an article on MUFON's website where they state, and I quote, "Mainstream media outlets are reporting December 16th that the U.S. Defense Department has been funding the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program to study UFOs. The program, as reported by the New York Times, was run by military intelligence official Luis Elizondo on the 5th floor of the Pentagon Sea Ring, deep within the building's maze. The Mutual UFO Network has been taking reports from the public for nearly 50 years that clearly support the idea that the U.S. government never stopped investigating UFOs since ending its Project Blue Book program in January of 1970. Executive Director Juan C. Harzan said Sunday that while everyone these past few decades keeps saying that the military doesn't talk about UFOs, we've been noticing the opposite. The military talks to us frequently in the form of retired personnel who come forward with accounts of exactly what happened while on duty in situations where they were told never to speak publicly about the event, quote unquote. Now, you may be wondering why I found this article hilarious, unless of course you saw the video that I did on the UFO medals being kept in Bigelow's lab. Then you probably already know the irony of this article. Robert Bigelow is MUFON's greatest donor. He worked heavily with the organization since when he was given the UFO medals, the government employed him with the task of not only researching the unknown medals, but also the UFO phenomenon in general. The reason I find this funny is because MUFON is essentially working for Robert Bigelow, who is working for the government, and they're acting like they're clueless about it. The heads of the organization are well aware as to why Bigelow handed over so much money to them and told them to report any real findings to him. He is doing it so he can hand it over to the government. Him and the entire organization of MUFON are technically government cronies, and the worst part is that the vast majority of MUFON field investigators probably haven't got a clue. I will say that MUFON's database is useful, and they definitely do receive some very good UFO reports, along with a lot of garbage reports, but the online reports are the only really good thing about their system, and the fact that they're made public. Most of those reports will never be researched and responded to, and for good reason, but they do research maybe like 5% of the sightings that they can't explain, and they are being researched simply so that Bigelow can report the findings to the government. We need to put a stop to it and get that information into the hands of the people who actually care about this stuff, and will do the research for the sake of finding the truth, and not for the love of money, and so the government can keep tabs on this phenomenon on a worldwide scale. which is exactly what them controlling MUFON is technically allowing them to do since it's a global organization. I want to implore you all that if you have a sighting or piece of footage, then don't send it over to MUFON, aka the United States government. Send it to places that will actually research it and won't give up your sightings to the same people that run black projects, reverse engineer alien technology, and cover up the alien presence as a whole. Send it to places like our channel, or other legitimate UFO research teams. There are plenty of them, and many of them are on YouTube and easy to get in touch with. Just make sure that who you're reporting your sighting to isn't linked to the government in any way, because if you do, it will never see the light of day. If you send it to us, we will research it and with your permission share it on the channel so that other people can see it. There are a lot of extremely intelligent people that watch our videos, and with their help, we can figure out what exactly is actually going on with these UFOs. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, but stay tuned because there is a lot more coming and we will have it posted very soon. If you liked the video, then please don't forget to smash that like button on your way out, share it, comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. It really helps us out and it'll let you guys stay up to date by sending you a message straight to your inbox every time we upload a video, and you could stay on the up and up with all the latest alternative news. Also, if you want updates when our videos will be coming out, then please go follow our Facebook page. The link is down in the video description. If you have some UFO footage or evidence that you would like us to feature on the channel, then please email it over to us. Our email is also down in the description, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for your support, guys. You know it means a lot to us. We love you guys. And don't forget to browse the channel if you're new and get yourself up to speed. I'm Richard with Alien Bros, and I'll see you guys again next video.